Hi, I'm Joe Murley, and I'm here to talk to you about my course, Integrating Visual Management Tools and Leader Standard Work. Visual management is a major component of the lean process in general, and typically when people go to visit other lean companies, well, the first thing they see is the visuality of the workplace. And very often there's a few things there that really strike a chord with those individuals that are visiting, and they find some relevance to their own operations, so they start to bring them back and they start to implement them. And if they do this enough times, eventually they start to build up an entire tool set of discrete visual management tools that are placed throughout the operation that give them some very specific information about a very specific point in the value stream. What we're going to do in this course is not go so much into depth about the individual management tools, the individual visual management tools, but rather we're going to talk about how to assemble them into a collective system, a cohesive look at how the entire value stream is performing, as opposed to talking about one island within the value stream versus another island within the value stream. So we'll start by looking at what a value stream is, try to understand how do we attach a visual management system over that entire value stream that'll start to answer the global question of, do we have standard work? Is the standard work being adhered to? Is the product and information flowing as expected throughout the value stream? Or if there are abnormalities in that flow, where that flow exists in the process. In addition to that, we'll look at another set of visual process performance tools that will give us some indications as to how well the process is performing in the areas of people, quality, delivery, cost, and the engagement of the continuous improvement process. So those will constitute the tools that will tell us overall, is the value stream performing as we think it should, and are we getting the overall performance from the system that we're looking for? Or are there gaps, and therefore that becomes input for discussion on how to make the next improvement, the next Kaizen. Well, many of you may have had the experience of pulling together some visual management tools and asking those doing the work to maintain them, and people don't really come around and utilize them very frequently. Managers may come by occasionally and take a look at them. Maybe at first there's a lot of interest in it, and pretty soon the interest starts to wane, and the people required to maintain that visual tool start to ask the question, what's the point? Am I doing this just for myself? Am I doing this just to condense some information and provide it to you? I'm not sure what value this is adding to the organization. And maybe under the radar screen, maybe not so far under the radar screen, they'll stop maintaining them, or they'll start to take shortcuts to maintaining them. And that becomes sort of a cry for help from the organization that says, look, I need some real help from my leadership here, and you're asking me to do these things, and I'm doing them, but I'm not getting the help that I was promised. So we're going to take a look at how the lean management system integrates in with the visual management system, where those two things come together, and how they're going to be utilized effectively so that managers can use their time more effectively to achieve the goal of the continuously learning organization, right? That thing we look at as being lean culture. So what we'll find is that by integrating those two things, not only will the use of the visual management tools become sustainable, but we'll find that we're really starting to unlock the creativity of the workforce in seeing what the problems are, surfacing those problems, and feeling good about surfacing those problems, and then providing the venue upon which leadership can start to build the problem-solving capability of that organization. So it's only through the integration of both the visuality of the workplace and the management system that we have a sustainable, continuously improving environment. So we're going to take a look at the three components. Visual process adherence. Is the product and service flowing as we expected, and information flowing as expected? Are we getting the results from the process that we're looking for, visual process performance? And then the lean management system, Leader Standard Work, that utilizes these two things to start to unlock the problem-solving potential of the organization. We're going to do this through a look at some of the history that led up to this development. We're going to have a series of exercises and workshops over a 2-day period that will show you step by step how to go through your own organization and start to implement a lean management system and integrate the management standard work with that to get that integrated process that we're looking for. I do hope to see you there soon.